Thanks for joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel as we interview the top 10 candidates. I'm Eric Granstrom, and our coverage on the NCWLIFE channel is brought to you in part by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That's their commitment to you. Next up on our candidate interviews, we have Brooke Perez, who is the daughter of Luis and Sunday Perez. Hi, Brooke. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So, tell us just a little bit about yourself before we dive into these questions.
I actually have a fun fact.
Oh.
I actually love to sing, but no one's ever heard me sing. Usually you'll find me singing if I'm concentrating on homework, like doing an essay. It kind of helps me focus.
So why don't we hear you sing?
I'm really shy about my singing. Usually comes out more in my dance and violin.
Okay, all right. Yes, we'll talk about that violin here. In fact, what is it that you love about playing violin?
My favorite part, getting to be a part of one song from the cello, the bass, the viola, and then me as the violin. All together we create this harmony, and then just being able to be a part of that and have my own sound is really special.
Life Skills Room. You're a volunteer for the Life Skills Room.
Yes.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
So the Life Skills Room is a room for the special needs.
Okay.
So I volunteered to be like a teacher's assistant. So I'll go in there and I will play games with the kids. Usually we start with our everyday jobs. So we'll go downstairs to the cafeteria and clean the tables. We'll come back up. And to be more productive, we have to do like communication games, and then they'll be rewarded with a game of Uno, which is their favorite. So that gets really fun.
Okay, gotcha. Why did you decide to run for Apple Blossom?
I decided to run for Apple Blossom because ever since I was little, I have always wanted to wear high heels and a dress. My mom and I would go to the store and I would only wear high heels, and we had to walk around in Sears to make sure they made noise. I would call them clickety-clops. And even on snowy days, I would wear a dress. My mom would make me wear jeans underneath. And if it was snowing, I'd wear boots, and she'd put pennies on the heels of my shoes so they would make noise.
Oh, that's awesome. You mentioned your brother as your inspiration.
Yes.
Why?
My brother Brandon is my inspiration because he was born with Charge syndrome, He wasn't supposed to live past the age of 2, but he lived to be 24 years old. It's just so inspiring to me that he was able to live that long and to be able to adapt to our world, being deaf and blind, and communicate. I think that's just, it's impossible, but it's a miracle.
What's been the most challenging thing for you during this pandemic?
Being separated from the people that I love, the people that I want to be social with. It's keeping me away from doing dance competitions, having an audience, being with my friends, and being a part of our senior celebration and graduation. It's kind of hard to not be able to have those social gatherings as we used to.
What's the number one thing that adults need to understand about teenagers?
We need more community-based involvement. We need more. I enjoy what we have right now, but I feel like we could use some more diversity in our programs and something that can really pull kids out of their shells and make them a part of our community.
For someone who's not from here, what would you tell them is the best thing about the Wenatchee Valley?
Obviously, Apple Blossom Festival. I mean, it is the oldest major festival in Washington State, so I think people would really want to be a part of our food fair, chief for a day, Apple Blossom royalty, of course, so I'd say that's the most important thing.
So it's the night of the 27th, and you're queen. Who do you thank?
I'd thank my dad, my mom, my miracle of a brother up in heaven, and just all of our directors, Miss Debbie, Miss Kathy, and Darcy. They have all shaped me into who I am, and of course, all of the people that have done our lessons, you teaching us how to be. It's just such an honor to have people that are willing to help us.
Anything else we need to know about Brooke before we let you go?
I think you should know that I love to talk in accents.
Talk in accents?
Yes, I like to talk in a British accent with my friends. It's kind of
Just a little something different. Well, there you go. Brooke Perez, one of our top 10 candidates. Chip chip perio, or something like that. That's why I don't do it. But be sure and tune in for Brooke and all the rest of the top 10. They've done such a great job, and we look forward to watching them the night of pageant on the 27th. Our countdown to coronation starts at 6 o'clock, and then, of course, the Kashmir Valley Bank Royalty Selection Pageant starts at 7 right here on the NCWLIFE channel.